Hello, Catherine. Welcome in. Now it's time to do Kane. We have 4 bags of egg noodles to move out of my way for breakfast. Egg noodles are nice. We have a brand new bottle of syrup for breakfast. Breakfast. Brunch. Cup. Oink oink. C4T. Oink oink. Moist. Nice. I've got some Mountain Dews. Mount and Dew me. That's what my dad said in prison. Mount and Dew me. moist. Oh yes. Oh God, yes. Oh yes. Moist. Bulbous glandies. Moist. Hello, Siberian. I have pancakes, eggs, and sausage almost every morning. And on the days I don't live stream, I usually just have cream of wheat, oatmeal, or cereal. Moist. Room there, so I'll put it over that one. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Whew. I put my spatula in the sink already, so it was too late to use spatula. That's true. Breakfast is good any time. I just woke up late. Actually, I woke up at like 4 in the morning, went to Vegas for 2 hours, and then went back to bed. Hey, Len Church, welcome in. It was between 4:30 and maybe it was 4:15, between 4 and 6. It wasn't that fun. Oh well. Sometimes I'm there at 2 in the morning if I didn't go to bed. But lately I've been going to bed at just around midnight and then waking up again, usually at 8 in the morning. Oh yes, God. All right, time to use what's left of this syrup before I open up my new bottle. Need one drop left. One drop. I don't like to waste, and I think I have done a great job this morning. Off, 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 and off. Okay. And now it's time to do Kane. Undertaker. Hello, Doug. Welcome in. Bong! I got my plastic fork. Got my eggs and sausage and pancake right here. Now we're going on a field trip. Just know that if my live stream ends, it's because I dropped my laptop on the floor. Because I am double tasking right now. Multitasking if you include talking. Oink oink. I love a good fart. They say every fart is healthy for the heart. Moist. Oh, my light's already on. I don't need to go turn my light on and do another cane. Monday sounds good. Monday is nice. I have the day off from work anyway, so. Calamine lotion. C40. Moist. My mom has the man with the light bulb head. $7.45 out the door. Eggs are nice. I think tomorrow I'll make 3 or 4 eggs instead of a pancake. Moist. I know somebody who has a lizard mouth. That's right. Where is Jimmy? He didn't even come to yesterday's show. show. My bed is a hideaway. My bed is a hideaway. I don't click on links when I'm streaming on my laptop because it sometimes will end my streams when I do. Moist. They are charging in the mornings because I always have my second and third devices on at nighttime. I use my old phone as a flashlight, and I use my other phone to play my stream when I'm sleeping on my other account, so I can at least get some watch hours for my art channel. Moist. Art is nice, but my art channel is pretty much dead. Maybe if I learn how to draw, it wouldn't be so dead. Moist. Mary is nice. Moisturizing hand sanitizer. 1, 2, kick out. That's why I have Mountain Dew, C4T. I have to have Mountain Dew. Exactly, Dougie Doug. What's moist for some is crusty for others. Well, we know what's your favorite, C4T. It's that turpentine stuff. Your turpentine parties. Look, I have blue balls. I'm drinking out of a fancy can. Green balls. Red balls. Black and blue balls. A fireball. It's nice. I have a bottle of it still on my desk. With Joe. Josephine Potter. Red ball. That's right. We covered red ball with cherries. Red balls. Moist. Eight balls. Safety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Everybody eat them. scrotum. Yes, a scrotum. Ball sack. Moisturino. Gloob. How see you? Numbnuts. Let's look up numbnuts. I bet there's emojis for it. Numbnuts. Wait, you should fashion your hair into a widow's peak like Eddie Munster. That's never gonna happen, lol. Oink oink. Lizard mouth. Gizzard mouth. Gizzard mouth. A gizzard mouth. Mary. Ew, so Nightbot's not gonna work for me anymore? Oh, there we go. My mom got a Costco dog. I think there's one for Jimmy now. I think that's the newest one. Jimmy, say you'll wait for me. I'll grow up someday, you'll see. Waiting on the biscuits made for you. Signed with love, forever true. Signed with caramel love, Mary. You are taking a poop. Mary is rustling her jimmies right now. Hey, it's Fruit Loops. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. What else can we help you? Bottomless, beautiful burnings, bodacious backside roars thunderously through the night under her covers as she laughs when someone says but. Moist. My flax chaps are burning. I just woke back up. I still focusing. I understand that one. I got up really late this morning, except I woke up at 4:30 to go to Las Vegas, and continue a war there with someone, and then I went back to bed like 2 hours later, and then I got back up like not long ago. Moist. Moistuary. Oh, Wheat's mom brings all the milk to her yard and blah blah blah. Couldn't think of anything to rhyme. Moist. I wonder if Calvin will show up this morning. The Calvinator only at Wendy's. And then there's Saxton. I hate it when you're pooping and you have to pinch one off and you know you're going to be wiping a lot. That's right. I hate that too. Hello, Mary. What else can we help you? Hey, Mary, guess what? C40. One, two, kick out. Paraphernalia. Caulk. 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 Caulk soup. Caulk soup. Uh, Safety. Ew, I need to make more art today. I skipped yesterday. Good for you, Mary. Good for you. I'm happy that you are ready for the playoffs. Are you going to arrive at the stadium in the Goodyear blimp again? Jimmy, I've got a huge brown Sharpie marker somewhere. It must be out in my art table. I just have a regular Sharpie here. I wonder what people, you know, it's funny how people like talk about Sharpies being in their rectums a lot. I've heard multiple people talking about Sharpies in their rectums. Somebody must have tried it once. There's no way they didn't try it. Nightbot is nice. Nightbot knows how to please wheat. Nightbot is nice. Mary, guess what? It does lack creativity. I'm on Nightbot's side. Moist. Yeah, Nightbot's ignoring me right now, actually, because it should be saying Shaw right about now. Oh, now gotcha. I was on mute for when I blew my nose. LOL, and I forgot to unmute it. Now I know you can't hear me, but now you can hear me. Now you can hear me. And I had said something funny just a minute ago, and now I can't remember what it was that I said. Had something to do with offering plates at church. Mary goes to church, grabs the whole stack of cash in the offering plate, and she justifies her theft by saying, "It's in my possession, it belongs to me. It's not in your possession anymore, it doesn't belong to you. It's not theft because I'm in possession of it." Mary's logic just makes so much sense, but it makes dollars for her. Surf Dog did that for real. He got busted too. My mom did that and got busted. My mom has pineapples. She's got nice big pineapples, if you know what I mean. Pine Sol. I wonder if Joe uses Pine Sol on her floors. Joe, do you use Pine Sol on your floors? Do you use the lemon scented Pine Sol? Pineapple teriyaki spice. No, I just use dishwashing liquid. You use dishwashing liquid to mop your floors? I don't know if I've heard of anybody doing that. I remember this one older lady, really older lady. I don't even want to tell that story now. Never mind. Ugh. There would need so much context for that story. Mr. Clean. Interesting. Adults would not be happy. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Joe. It's more like what she did to me here in this house when I first moved in. I'm actually surprised I survived riding in her car while she was drunk. No, 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 no. She destroyed this house when I moved in here. She destroyed this house and then decided to use floor cleaner to wash my roommate's dishes. And then my roommates decided to throw out all their dishes because she used floor cleaner on them. I think it was called Fabuloso. Oh my god, that was so fucking stupid. I had to threaten to call the cops to get her to leave. And then after that I never saw her again. And she would just bother me every couple hours on text. Turns out threatening the cops will do it for some people. I think she ended up moving to Canada with an old guy she had met, and I'm like, finally, she met an older guy, she's out. She got fired. She had gotten fired as a traveling nurse, and at the time, I was living on Highway 20 with the most ridiculous people on earth, and then she ended up moving into one of the rooms in her house, and that's how I met that old lady. And then when I snuck out of that house to move here, she kind of followed me a little bit. Following is kind of an exaggeration. Moist. Flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil on my nipples. I have bigger boobs than Joe. I have to wear a bra. My employer called me to the office last night, and he goes, you're kind of titillating the other employees here. I think you kind of need to wear a bra going forward. I know this conversation is awkward, but your boobs just look so delicious, and I'm like, oof, I don't think I want you to be calling my boobs delicious. So going forward, I duct tape my boobs together like this. And I put duct tape in them, and then I put a joint in here so that I could do pot whenever I go outside for my break. Moist. Moist Terwilliger curves. Terwilliger curve. Hussies. The word hussy is hilarious. Hussy. The word the word bussy is hilarious too. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. Boy, that song is hilarious. He's bouncing. Oh man. Booty cheeks. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I thought that was a Nightbot command at one point. Maybe not. Bouncing. LOL XD Lolzy, find out what it means to me. Shaw. Mary is nice. Hussy. Hussy. Hussies are us. Welcome to Hussy Mart. Hussy Mart. Welcome to Hussy Mart. My mom is a hussy. A hussy. She got mad at my dad for taking it in his bussy. When he wasn't even in prison for a full week. Pouring rain here. It's not doing anything here. It's mostly cloudy. High 42. Low 43. Winds southwest north at 4 miles per hour. Temperature 42. Feels like 43. I wonder where they got the gate. I wonder where they get that feels like bullshit out. When you go to the weather.com, it'll say high temperature 50, but feels like 51. I wonder where they get that 51 bullshit at. It's like, how can you feel the difference between 50 and 51? He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. Boy, I don't want to be in prison singing that song out loud. Can you imagine that song being stuck in your head when you're in prison? Jesus Christ. Boy, that would get a lot of people excited. Yeah, have fun at the liquor store, Jimmy Thon Blah, Jimmy Diarino, Jimmy Areno, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Dean Sausage. Mary is rustling her jimmies right now. That needs to be a Nightbot command, rustling her jimmies. I wonder what Nightbot command I could make that. Rustling her jimmies. I wonder who Mary's new catch is this week. You need to figure out who Mary's new catch is. Mary's new catch, who is it? Who is Mary's new catch? Mary Anthem. Clitoris. Ooh, I am bouncing. Oh my goodness. Food is supposed to give you more energy, but it does not work for me. It like pulls me back to the other side. It pulls me back to bed. When I eat food, it's like, come back to bed, bitch. Come back to bed. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks the way he rides. Mary needs to sing that song to the Judy Reno. She really needs to sing that particular song to him. Let's pretend I'm Mary. He's passing on my baby Jesus on the way right. I can hardly feel it. He's perfect deep inside. That is Mary singing to Deuterino about pumping deep inside her. Flax, flaxseed oil being smothered all over my flax chaps. Flax chaps. Hello, I've been sitting in the box for months. Please shake me out and fluff me up. Thank you. Remember when AP wanted to send Mary a toy? Remember when Monica spent 2 hours wanting to send Mary also a toy as well? I'm convinced Monica was going to send a toy to her. A sex toy, that is. A vibrator for the hoo ha. This is the hoo ha. This would be the vibrator. Vibrator inside the hoo ha, just like this. Just like this, Joe. I don't know how. I'm not sure if you know how that works, but this is what hoo ha's and vibrators do. And sometimes vibrating panties come with remote controls. They should have done a vibrating panties episode of The Office. Don't put my name in that sentence. Too late, I already did. You didn't tell me beforehand not to. Sometimes when I'm dreaming about eating marshmallows, I wake up and I don't have any pillows. Oh, that's okay. Have a good day, Doug. Oink oink. I need to get busy soon myself. I have to go to my other channel and do some drawing for a couple hours at some point. I'm just trying to get in the mood for that. I'm trying to get in the mood for that. I did not draw yesterday. I should have, but I didn't. But today I have to, and maybe I should make up for yesterday's uh, avoidance of it. Falsetto. Benign cyst. Fupa. Fupa cheese. There is cheese under my fupa. Liz Lemon. Ooh, Liz Lemon. That character name is hilarious. I didn't care for the show, but the name Liz Lemon is stuck in my head sometimes. Can't remember what show that was. I think it was one of Alec Baldwin's show, and then Tina Fey played the Liz Lemon character. I just don't remember what it was called. Liz Lemon. I wonder where they come up with some of these character names for these shows. Schitt's Creek was a great show. Moira Rose was the highlight of that show for obvious reasons. Now, can you imagine a crossover of shows. Just imagine Moira Rose, the character, was that 70s show, was Kitty's sister from that 70s show. Can you imagine those two characters combusting? And then Betty White's character returns for that same episode. Can you imagine Betty White, her ridiculous character, with Kitty's character and then Moira Rose's character all in the same room? And then you get Bonnie Plunkett from the show Mom into the same mix. That would be quite the scene. Little Jimmy, quit pooping and get your butt to the liquor store. Oh, that better not be one of the utility companies backing up to turn my utilities off. I better look outside my window because I recognize that beeping from like 6 months ago. Oink oink. Okay, no, not out, not in front of my house today. Moist. Ah. Boobies. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I have that one. That's not the same. Looks better with a bunch of small ones. Because of wind. It's a nice one. Breasts. Oink oink. Flatulence. It is 12:30. My grandma used to call it cutting the cheese. I always call it cutting the cheese. Absolutely. Cutting the cheese, or there's a couple more sayings. Sometimes when you fart, you could say, sounds like a barge coming through. The yellow one doesn't look so great. can't really see the details. Oink. I wonder if I could like invert the colors of my artwork on my computer here. That would make some of these look so fantastic. So fantastic. I like how there's an ass above my head. Apparently, I'm an ass. My mother would say pissing wind. I mean, passing wind. Pissing wind. Passing wind. It's not a great idea to piss into the wind because it'll come back and get you in the face. Well, Jimmy, I'm on fail. Fail can number 2. Oh, tall can number 2. Catch up. I thought I said fail can. Yeah, 9%. That is pretty much a fail. You'd need 11 cans to get at 100. I should make tuna casserole for lunch today. Actually, I need to have cereal for lunch today and cereal for dinner today because my milk expires in like 3 days and I'm not wasting any food this year. I'm going to make sure I don't waste any food. And I never use milk after the expiration date. Moist. Oh, yes. Mom. Mom. Mary is coming over to my house to get a refill on her propane. She walks out of here feeling like she got enough methane from my caboose. La 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 sha. Mary's so smart she turns her propane into methane. Wait, hold on. Methane is propane. Speaking of methane, C14 knows a lot about methane, or at least the meth part of it. Rico Rico. I should go work at the DMV. Boy, they would fire me within 10 minutes. They'd be like, you need to be serious, wait. Cocaine is my thing, not meth. Well, you could do meth, you're just choosing not to. Cloud Kicker knows about that. I'm sure he does. I bet Cloud Kicker knows about crystals too. He knows a lot about crystal cocaine and crack meth. Up your butt and around the corner, through your balls and out your boner. That used to be the insult in elementary school. Up your butt and around the corner, through your balls and out your boner. Up your butt and around the corner, through your balls and out your boner. And around the corner, through your balls and out your boner. Boy, I'm feeling lazy and weird right now. I think it'll be impossible for me to do artwork today. I can play some Might and Magic 6 and some Heroes 2 today though. Can play some of that. Can play that. You already know that. Yeah, because we already know that. I was born in a type 2 brothel situation. I have type 3 brothel beaties. Brothel beaties. Okay. It's like diabetes specifically from the brothel. The brothel beaties. I got brothel beaties. I got brothel beaties at the brothel when I was playing uh when I was playing a game called Spin the Cock. Little did I know it was a gay brothel. It wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault at all. I was suckered into going in there. Mary is nice. Mary hatches fish at the aquarium. And when she's not hatching fish at the aquarium, she's changing clock. She's changing the clock batteries at the library as a volunteer. She is into serving our community. Mary serves her community. Mary serves her community. Mary, oh Mary, Mary services her community. Mary listens to 9 Days. There's a story about a girl I down the river and ran away. On the tuna fish, but never really wanted it until she cried. Till she cried over KFC chicken being too dry and not even moist. She ran the whole world with KFC grease, and she got real loud until they took her photograph. They never really loved her when she smiled. When she smiled. I'm back and forth. Been doing interviews last few days. Nice. I'm back and forth too, but with my hand over fist. My hand over fist. I'm doing interviews hand over fist. When I do these interviews, like to use old court case clipping or old newspaper archives or dig into my old job to back up the things I say in the interviews. I don't think there's anything I could say in interviews that'll help my case. My interviews either suck or they just skip the interview and hire me. I don't think I have ever had a great interview in my life. I couldn't even get a job at the Circle K because the interview went so bad. She even called me back for a second interview, and that went even worse. Because it's hard when they ask you about situations and then you have to answer about situations, and it's like, I don't really want to tell the truth about that situation, or I don't want to tell my experience about that situation. So I'm sitting there trying to come up with a story. Sometimes I can come up with stories, but sometimes I can't. In interviews, I can't usually come up with stories, but when I'm not being interviewed, I can come up with stories like that. It's really silly. I have lied my way into a job before. Oh man, I have lied to get a job before. That was a good one. I remember it was Jack in the Box in 2017. I had gotten fired from that same Jack in the Box twice before, and the guy asked me if I have had ever worked at that store before, and I said no, I have never worked here before. And then when he tried getting my information in the computer, it rejected my information. The funny part is I know that computer pretty well, and I knew it wasn't going to tell him I was terminated. You do need to write a book. And so he had to call the owners, and the owner had to come down and override it. The owner even asked me if I had worked here before, and I said no. And instead of investigating it, he just overrided it and just let me get hired. And then 2 days later, my boss comes up and he goes, "You are so good so fast." And it's like, I know because I worked here before. I told him straight up, like 3 days after I was in the system, or I think it was 2 days actually. I'm like, I know I'm very good because I worked here before. It was hilarious. But 6 months later, I got fired from that job. All right, let's see how many jobs I've been fired from. So my first two jobs outside of high school was Jack in the Box and Kmart and Burger King. I got fired from all three of those places. Oh my god, that is hilarious. And then my next job was in 2012, and I think that was Carl's Jr. Got fired from that job in 2015. I went back to Burger King in 2015, actually. But first, before I went back to Burger King, I think 2015 was the year that I. No, 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 it wasn't the year I worked at those places. Yeah, it was the year that I had worked at KFC for 2 months. Then before she fired me, I ended up quitting, and then I went back to Burger King. I went back to Burger King while I was at KFC. Actually, I was doing training videos at KFC, and then I got the call on my phone saying, "Hey, we can bring you back here." So I got hired at Burger King the same day I was doing training videos at. that KFC place. And then after that, I worked at Burger King until 2017. At Burger King until 2017. And then I got fired again at Burger King. It was the beginning of 2017. That was when I went to the Beaver Hut. I went to the Beaver Hut, and then I got mad because of the owner's son was stealing the tips. So I called the owner's son out. I was like, "Why are you stealing the tips?" Because he hadn't worked that day. So it's like, "Why are you taking the tips people had worked for that day?" And then the owner's fired me like 28 days later, saying that actually it was a week after the incident. They fired me saying that my personality wasn't in line with the store. And I know that's bullshit. I know it was only because I called that asshole out. But anyways, I got fired for only worked there 28 days and I got canned. And I went to Dairy Queen. I think I got hired while I was working at the Beaver Hut. I got hired at Dairy Queen while working at the Beaver Hut because I needed two jobs, so I needed to do both at the time. I got fired at Beaver Hut, and then I quit Dairy Queen because the working conditions were absolutely ridiculous. I actually managed to quit Dairy Queen rather than get myself fired. What happened after Dairy Queen? Dairy Queen, Dairy Queen, April, May, June. Okay, June was when I got rehired at Jack in the Box of 2017. That was the time where I lied that I hadn't ever worked at Jack in the Box. That's the third time I worked there, and then I lasted until December of 2017, and then I got myself fired. Actually, it wasn't really my fault that I got fired that time. That time it really wasn't my fault. The guy was looking for a way to get rid of me since I couldn't work after getting hit by a car on Highway 20. And then in April of 2018, I started working at Walmart. And then in 2020, I got rehired at Burger King while remaining in my role at Walmart. I was doing two jobs in 2020, but I only worked at Burger King for like 7 or 8 months because that store shut down at the end of 2020, and then I got unemployment benefits in conjunction with my Walmart check for a while, and that was when the whole COVID thing started happening. So that was nice. That was nice. And then in 2023, I walked out of Walmart, and then in 2023 in October, I started working at Michael's Arts and Crafts, and then on June 30th of 2024, I quit Michael's Arts and Crafts, and then in December of 2024, I went back to Michael's Arts and Crafts, and I've been there ever since. Okay, I've just told you my entire job history outside of high school. I've been fired several times, and I am okay with that. And I am 99% sure if I had stayed at Walmart for one more week, they would have fired me. So I really do believe that I would have been fired from Walmart. Kiddles is a moron. He's a murderer. Yeah, keep talking shit on him. Absolutely, 100%. He's a piece of shit. You don't get to kill somebody and just live your life like, ooh, I have a cupcake. Ooh, this soda is great. Let me have another one. I hope that moron. No, he's a dummy. I don't even want to talk about that piece of shit. Moist. This is nice. This is a nice one. This is a nice piece of crap. 2025 was probably my best year in art, actually. 2024 was my best year in art, but then I made better work in 2025. And in 2026, I'm producing some good stuff too, so far. Okay, I think I am going to end my stream here. It's almost 1 o'clock. I don't want to be on here all day because I can't do anything while I'm streaming. Pig and runt. Maybe I should go in Las Vegas and call him a murderer too. Because he is. He said he killed somebody himself. He said it on JC's panel once, or twice, or 3 times. Okay, I'm going to log out now. I am going to play a couple games and then go do some artwork. Moist. Enjoy your beer, C4T. Enjoy that beer.